Looking for the entire county, serving Dillon, Latta, and Lakeview by covering our local news and upcoming events. Please join us now for Chamber Moments.
Hello, welcome to Chamber Moments. I'm Johnny Lewis. Today I have as my guest Pat Patton. And Pat, you've been with us before, and we talked about a coin show. Let's talk about that again.
Well, I'll remind everybody about the coin show. It's going to be October the 9th, and it's going to be held at the SIMT building of Florence Darlington Tech. That's located at 1951 Pisgah Road in Florence. It's going to be Saturday, October the 9th from 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Very similar to last year's plan.
Okay. Now, you had these just once a year, is that correct?
Have them once a year. We did do them twice a year at one point, but it's a good bit of work putting a show like that together. So we decided just to combine all of our efforts and do one show a year.
Well, let's give our viewers kind of a rundown of what's going to happen that day.
Well, when you come to the show, there's no admission, there's no charge to park or anything like that, and there's plenty of parking available. You come in and register at the desk, and then you go right on in to see the show. There'll be vendors there, more than 20 vendors that will have all kind of different things related to coin collecting. They'll have displays of special coins. They'll have coins for sale. They'll be able to appraise coins. So if you have some old coins Grandma and Grandpa left you and you want to see what they're worth, or you want to think about selling them or whatever, you can come and ask for an appraisal and see if a dealer's in the market for what you got.
Now, they won't charge you to appraise your coins that day?
No, they won't.
Okay.
No, that's just kind of a service that's part of the show. There'll be special exhibits for kids. There'll be a spinning wheel that a child comes in and spins, and whatever he lands on, he wins something related to coin collecting. He may win a foreign coin. He may win a book to put an album, if you will, to put coins in. He may get a little book that helps you understand the history of coins and so forth. So every child will leave it with something worthwhile if they come to the show. They'll get to spin the little wheel. There'll be a food truck there for anyone that comes around the lunch hours and they want to eat or drink something. There'll be something there for that. And we'll have door prizes. And there'll be a raffle for some coins. There's 3 items that are being raffled off. The top one is a gold coin. Of course, gold is a very valuable metal, as everybody knows. And the United States Mint still makes coins for collectors. They don't make gold coins for circulating among businesses and people for commerce, but they do make them for coin collectors. So there'll be one of those that'll be auctioned off as the top. I mean, that will be raffled off, is what I'm trying to say, as the top prize.
Wonderful.
So they'll have a good time. I haven't talked to anybody who did not enjoy coming.
Okay. And are you always looking for new members to join your groups?
It's a PD area club. There's one club in the PD that I know of, and it's the PD Area Coin Club. And the best way to find out about it is simply go to the website, which is pdareacoinclub.com. I'll say it one more time, pdareacoinclub.com. And it gives the dates that we meet. We meet once a month on the second Monday of every month, and occasionally we meet on the 5th Monday. When there's 5 Mondays in a month, we'll meet on the 5th Monday for a different type of meeting, kind of just a swap and sell and buy and whatever. But the first Monday, I'm saying it wrong. The second Monday of each month at 7 o'clock, we meet at Western Sizzling right there in Florence. And we'll have a regular meeting of sorts, and then there'll be items that people bring that they want to sell. There'll be people that want to show off a coin they've got, and it's called show and tell, just like in school, show and tell. If you got something special you want to show, I've got one I want to show you now. If you got,
I'm going to ask you, I hope you brought some coins with you, because you brought 2 very interesting ones last time, and you had several with you, but 2 of them that were my favorite. But I hope you've got some with us today.
Yeah, I've got a few things I could bring. One of the things I got recently was this coin, and I'm sure it's going to be very easy to see, even as far back as the camera may be. This is the largest coin the United States Mint ever made. It's 5 ounces of pure silver, and it is a quarter. If you went to the bank, that's what the bank is going to honor this as, a quarter. Just like a quarter of a dollar.
Right, yeah.
Now, nobody's going to use it as a quarter.
Right, exactly.
So it's made by the mint for collectors only. I guess the mint makes money selling these things to collectors. But I think it's just a gorgeous coin, and it's got Washington on the front, just like a
Yeah.
regular quarter has.
And God We Trust and Liberty.
And at the bottom it says quarter dollar.
Quarter dollar.
And
yeah.
it took a while for me to be convinced about this coin. I thought it was just a hoax of some kind. But it's real. This is a real United States Mint quarter, which no one will use as a quarter.
Right, exactly.
But they'll use it as a collecting item. Now this one was focusing on the Cumberland Gap, the first doorway to the west. This was made in 1916, but they make the back of these quarters, there was the state quarters for a while.
Right,
the 50
exactly.
states were on the back. And then they did the United States territories like Puerto Rico and some others. And then they did national parks. And I think they're still doing the national parks on the back. So this one features the Cumberland Gap. But it's just a very interesting coin, and my grandson wants this thing. He says, Papa, why don't you just go ahead and give me that coin? I want that coin. I said, Sims, I might give it to you one day, but I'm not quite ready to give it to you yet. But so that's kind of an unusual one.
It is, definitely.
You definitely see some stuff like this at the show.
Yeah, okay.
Now, another one I've got is a commemorative silver dollar that was minted a while back, and I've got it in a really fancy container. It's a sock.
You remind me of my grandmother. She used to have her coins in a little sock. I can remember that.
At least it keeps it from getting scratched.
Right.
But this one features Benjamin Franklin, and it's a gorgeous coin. It's graded by one of the top grading companies in the country as an MS-70. And MS-70 means it's a perfect coin. There's not a blemish on the coin anywhere. And so it's kind of neat to have one like that. Actually, my neighbor gave me this coin for me helping him do some work in his yard. So anyway, but I've never been one to collect commemorative coins. I've always tried to focus on the coins that were made for circulation, for commerce. But this is kind of a neat coin. It's got his photo on the front of the coin, and then on the back, I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff going on the back, but I'm not sure what all that is.
I can't help you there.
Yeah.
How did you get interested in coin collecting?
I guess it goes back to when I was a kid. Back in those days, of course, there was no internet. I mean, you watch Gilligan's Island and, all these other shows when you're a kid. But one of the things that was pretty popular was coin collecting. And people would go to the bank and get rolls of pennies and go through there and try to find different dates that they needed to fill up a book. There'd be these little blue Whitman albums. You remember those little blue books? And I was one of the people who had one of those books, and I was trying to fill the little slots in with different dates. And you could make progress back in those days trying to fill it in. I think it would be harder now to do that, just because of the way things are.
Well, yeah, definitely.
But I did it initially just because it was some things my friends were doing, and I thought, well, I'll see what I can do. And I've kind of gone like a roller coaster in my life as far as coin collecting. There's been a time when I kind of lost interest in it and didn't do anything else with it. Excuse me. Then there have been other times that for whatever reason I'd get interested in it again. And right now I'm real interested in it. I mean, I enjoy the club meetings, I enjoy the people there, the fellowship of the other club members. I enjoy the hunt, the treasure hunt aspect of coin collecting. I'm trying to put together a typeset for myself. My personal goal is to put together a typeset of one of each type coin that the Mint has made, starting in 1793 when the Mint opened. And that's hard to do. It's a total of 122 coins, but I've made a lot of progress on it. I don't have all 122 yet, but I've made a lot of progress.
Okay. Let's tell our viewers again the location, the date, and the time, and paper money. The people can bring paper money to have it appraised and looked at also.
Paper money, ancient coins, United States coins, any type of currency or coin.
Okay.
Saturday, October the 9th, 9 to 5, the SIMT building of Florence Darlington Tech, and it's 1951 Pisgah Road. It's right behind the farmer's market.
All right. Look forward to seeing you.
Can't wait.
I'm Johnny Lewis with Chamber Moments. Hello, welcome to Chamber Moments. I'm Johnny Lewis. Today I have as my guest Ashley Webster, and Ashley's here to talk about some events that we're going to have downtown in Dillon throughout most of the summer.
Yes, so we are introducing the summer concert events, May, June, and July. First Fridays at the Fountain is what we're calling it. and it is presented by the Dillon Community Alliance Group.
Okay, let's talk about the Dillon Community Alliance. That goes from city limit to city limits. It's a fairly new group too, right?
Yes, ma'am. Established about a year ago, and then we're slowly getting memberships in. Members have joined the past couple of months. We have a variety of packages that we offer. The memberships are helping us bring this entertainment to the city of Dillon.
Okay, and I know that you want to work with different organizations, but let's talk a little bit about the First Fridays. I know you said we have some bands, but what else have we got planned?
We do.
Is each month a theme, kind of, sort of?
Well, we are doing Silk Groove Review is the new band that's coming for May, and we have Food Truck Festival coming. They will be set up and ready to serve at 6 o'clock, and then the band will perform from 7 to 9.
Okay. Now, that'll be each first Friday in May, June, and July. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we'll have a food truck and the band. Will you have any other type of vendors there also, or are you going to kind of look at something else later on for that?
We will have vendors for each event, different vendors for each event, hopefully, just to get their name out there and to bring some variety to Dillon. We will have a beer and wine garden, and we will have Nikki Sugar Shack and DJ's Krusty Krab from Latta. And we will also have Kiss Barbecue.
Okay.
So they're a new one.
Okay. So definitely we want you to come out. Now, do we need to bring our lawn chair or anything like that with us?
Yes. So I said relax and bring your lawn chair, and the band said bring your dancing shoes.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little mixture of both.
All right. Let's give our viewers the date and the time and the name of the band again.
Okay. So this Friday, May 7th, vendors will be ready to set up at 6 o'clock, ready to serve. Band will start at 7. It will end around 9 o'clock p.m. And it will be at the fountain beside First Bank.
Okay, and then we'll repeat with a different band and different vendors in June and July. Is
That's
that
right.
correct? But the same time schedule?
Yes.
Okay.
The band for May is Silk Groove Review, and they are a Carolina Beach music band. So it'll be fun.
Definitely. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
I'm Johnny Lures with Chamber Moments. Hello, welcome to Chamber Moments. I'm Johnny Lures. Today I have as my guest Don Lures, a local meteorologist. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm fine, but I'm very curious about hurricane season.
It is about to officially begin. June 1st is the official beginning of hurricane season. Of course, we have had in the past May storms as well, so it's already into the time frame that we have to start watching for tropical storms and hurricanes in the Atlantic. And whenever you hear the Atlantic, we're talking about the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean Sea.
Okay. Now, have they released the names for the possible storms this year?
Yes, there's actually a name list that rotates every 6 years. So after 6 years, you'll use the same names over again, unless that storm was particularly bad. If it was particularly bad, last time the name was used, it's probably been retired. They go through after each season and retire names that had big impacts on land, and those names are retired and new ones take its place. For example, back in '89, we had Hugo, so much affect lots of areas, but including right here in South Carolina, and that name was retired, and Umberto took its place. But those names are out, and one big change for this year is if we run out of names, like we did last year, we have 21 names on our list. If we run out, in the past we've been using the Greek alphabet.
Right.
This year we won't be doing that. They decided, it got voted a thumbs down. People didn't like that. So now they added additional names in the bank just in case we need them.
Just in case, okay. What can we kind of expect, or can we watch our weather here to kind of give us an indication of maybe what hurricane season may be like?
Well, we're pretty confident now that it's going to be a busy season overall. Whether it's going to be a busy season right here in South Carolina, obviously we can't say for sure. But we do know overall the Atlantic season should be busier than normal. A normal season would have about 12 named storms, about 7 or 8 hurricanes, and 2 or 3 major hurricanes, not making landfall, but just occurring somewhere in the Atlantic basin. And this year we expect about 1.5 times that amount. So kind of like 1.5 seasons rolled into one. So it will be a very busy year, we anticipate. How many of those make landfall? We think the east coast of the U.S. is probably in line for landfalling hurricanes this year, which puts the Carolinas at a higher risk than usual as well. So it's any year you have to be prepared for a hurricane, but this year in particular I would be prepared for the possibility of one coming this way. and just make sure you have your family plan and your household plan in place just in case that eventuality comes.
And this is a good time to start checking on your insurance, make sure that you have everything you need for that. Also checking your house for the roof and other things that you need to check on.
Yeah, as we go into the early parts of hurricane season, you do want to be sure that your insurance is up to date, that you have the coverage that you need, and that nothing has lapsed. Last thing you want to have is have a major storm, then found out something that you thought was covered wasn't covered. So do that. And also, like you said, check around your house and your property and see if there's trees that really shouldn't be where they are that you want to take down, trees that just need cleaned up and trimmed to reduce the sway damage, because when trees sway, sometimes they're not affecting your house when they're perfectly still, but when they start swaying, they could do roof damage and so forth. So you want to keep an eye on that. And just in general, do those checks of what can I do to mitigate damage if there was to be a storm.
Okay. I can't let you go without asking you about what's going on with hospice now.
Well, this is the month that we celebrate Nurses Week, so I do want to say thank you to all our nurses out there. They do a wonderful job and just a tremendous help to the patients we help. If anybody knows somebody that's struggling out there with an illness that really is past the point of being curable, but they think we could come in and help them with controlling symptoms, controlling pain, making sure they have all the equipment they need, all the supplies they need, and of course the most important part, the people power, the nurse, the aide, the social worker, and the chaplain. I'd love to see if I could help them. So if they want to give you or me a call, that would be great.
Let's give them your number again.
My number is 843-506-2067. That's 843-506-2067. The name of the company is Agape Care, A-G-A-P-E Care. So if they can't remember the number, just remember Agape Care and go online and they'll track me down.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Johnny Lures with Chamber Moments.